Good morning. How's everybody doing? Hopefully you had a good night's sleep and you got up early enough to watch all these movies reviews that I'm putting out every day of the week. I'd like to think that you're taking time out of the day, putting your phone on the table while you're eating breakfast and watching these things. They're only 10 minutes long, so 10 to 12 minutes long, so why not? Just sit there and watch them every day. So anyway, this is a futuristic movie. It's an action science fiction kind of a romance story, I guess you want to call it. Um, Basically, what they're doing is they're using robots, more or less remote control robots, or like kind of like what we're calling what we're doing with drones. Oh, light went out again. Must be batteries. Must be bad on that side. I must have got a bad set of batteries. So I'll have to remember to plug that in next time so it stays on. I don't know how that's going to work. Take the batteries from that side and put them over there, I guess. Well, anyway, so we'll just have to see how that works out. And, we should be okay with the green screen. We'll just have to widen the margins. One side will be super dark and one side will be super bright. And I guess that's just the way it works. Anyway, so this movie is about robots that were running around cleaning up all the gangs and destruction and all that stuff, kind of like RoboCop, but a little different. These were two-legged robots, and they brought in the the big, heavy-duty two-legged robot, but it never really got used until the end of the movie. The Chappie was basically towards the beginning of the movie. He was out getting help cleaning up. They show him beginning. He gets a different color antenna to be controlled, and then they end up taking him over to a spot where they were cleaning up or getting rid of the bad people in LA that have tested AIs. Okay, I guess they're calling them AI systems too. But this one got destroyed in a raid with a shoulder mounted rocket. It's probably all science fiction or all CGI, but they got destroyed. Then he was sent off to junk, and then one of the builders decided to rescue the robot because the programming he saw him as alive. So he got all the parts from the scrap room, took him home. He got hijacked on the way home, and then they took him to another place. The bad guys took him to another place. He put the robot together there because he was at gunpoint and got him all loaded up and running. And the robot acted like a kid for a good portion of the movie. It was kind of funny how the thing worked, more of a comedy than anything. Then they're trying to get him to grow up, so the bad guys or the gangbangers took him over to dropped him off in a park where a bunch of other gangbangers were, and they beat him up and threw fire at him, and he was just trying to get away, like a good little kid would, that type of thing. And then eventually he made it back, and then as he started growing up, Chappie got a little bit more intelligent. He started learning the ways of the gangs. Then the damaged robot got kidnapped, and then once he realized what was going on, he got his arm cut off and a chip taken out of by people trying to shut down the whole group. On one of his little excursions out, stuck in the back of a van, and he ends up getting away, and then they end up finding a way to repair him, put his arm back on that got cut off, put all his parts back together. Then the guy that stole him originally took him back to the shop where he built him, and then fixed him with all the tools there. He turned him loose, and then all the other robots that looked just like him got fried because somebody worked out the program from the chip in his head. And it turned out to be pretty funny, interesting action thriller science fiction movie. It turned out to be pretty good. So he turned out to be actual live robot, like Johnny Five's Alive, kind of another version of that. So he learns how to fight, he learns how not to fight. He doesn't like that he's killing till the end. Then the big robot and the weird guy that was trying to kill all the robots off uses the big robot to try to kill Chappie and all of his friends. And they end up destroying that. Then the creator gets turned into a robot at the end. It turned out to be a pretty good movie. The storyline, I'll admit, was just a little hard to follow, but you got to pay attention to this one, because if you don't, you're not going to follow it at all. Because every second counts. This one, you really got to pay attention and watch it. So this is a new movie to me, because this is one of the new ones I hadn't got to watch. So I had a good experience watching it, and I'd recommend watching this one to anybody and put it on for people. It's funny. It's good, funny, kind of a good movie. So this was Sony Pictures. There's like 5 more studios that was involved in putting this thing together. And it's got all the stats on it, which you'll probably have to go look up yourself. But it came out March 4th, 2015 in New York City. Okay, great. Then it came out March 6th, 2015 in the rest of the United States. The runtime on this movie was 120 minutes. It was the country, it was United States. The language was English, and at the budget was $49 million for this movie. This is a good movie, and it made $102.1 million at the box office. So somebody else must have liked it too. So that's pretty good. I'm kind of happy about that. There we go. That's the one I wanted anyway. So anyway, that movie I would definitely tell you to go watch. Anyway, so we'll talk to you later. We'll have a good time and see what happens on the next video when it comes out. Anyway, we'll see you with the next one. Bye.